Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, Mount Vernon Kid here, coming to you again. How's everybody doing out there? Back again, kicking off bracket number 3 for section 10. And this one comes from me. And I put a fight together that I am looking forward to. I picked Pamela Lillian Isley, Poison Ivy, versus Jessica Drew, aka SpiderWoman, the original SpiderWoman. Yeah, Poison Ivy versus SpiderWoman. When I was putting section 10 together for my fights, I was like, I gotta be a little different. Can't do everything what other people are putting together. So I was like, hey, I love Poison Ivy and I love Jessica Drew, SpiderWoman. Let's throw them into a fight, shall we? So let's kick it off, shall we? We're gonna kick it off with Poison Ivy, Pamela Lillian Isley. Alright guys, when did she first appear? I'll never forget the number, because she's one of my favorites. Batman number 181. That was when she first appeared. Poison Ivy, Pamela Lillian Isley, aka Poison Ivy, was, well, once again, see, you gotta think about where she came from. In terms of her origin, they really they changed a lot. Pre-crisis, post-crisis, but pretty much it's always stayed the same, that she was a botanical biochemist, basically, and they pretty much made her from there. She just looked like a woman that dressed up like, the Green Giant at first, but then later on they switched around and she, became more plant-like and everything like that. And I didn't mind that. I always said, Poison Ivy is one of my favorite Batman rogues. I love her, and to see her still around now in the new 52 is great. She's a part of the Birds of Prey, but some of her teammates still don't know if they can trust her. I love her new look now. I love the black and green eyes. Makes her more alluring and things like that. But she still has pretty much total control over plant life and things like that, which makes her really hard to deal with. She seems to still be able, I believe, immune to every poison, and she's also can do some things to men, of course. Ivy definitely is one of those, people that you would think you would see during like a, don't screw with Mother Nature. Basically, let's put it like that. Don't screw with Mother Nature or she'll send Poison Ivy after you. And that's pretty much the way I look at it. She is an eco-extremist, pretty much. And that's how they classify her now in the 52. Like, she's an eco-terrorist or so. But she is still one of those adversaries you don't want to screw with. She's very hard, tough to handle. And they still keep her that she still has limited styles of martial arts to her, because they really kind of choreograph that into her character and not just focusing on her powers. But Poison Ivy is definitely one of those characters you have to say right from the bat, like, thank you for keeping her in the 52, and no matter what she looks like, she is still one hot flora most importantly, that you don't want to screw with. But yeah, that's a little bit about Poison Ivy, guys. Alright, so we move on to I'm sorry guys, we move on to the Marvel Universe, and we're kicking off with none other than Jessica Drew, the original Spider-Woman. Yes, there have been other women that have held the mantle of Spider-Woman, but this is the original one. This is Jessica Drew. She's the originator. Now, Jessica Drew has been many things. She's been a former Hydra agent, Shield agent, Agent Sword. She is one tough cookie. One tough cookie. And you gotta love her, besides that. She is no relation to Peter Parker, so let's get that right out the way. They have met, and Peter is quite fond of this raven-haired British lovely woman. Her powers come from her naturally. She has, of course, she has superhuman strength. She can stick to walls like Spider-Man. She also can glide, fly, and she also has her famous Venom blast. She is great in hand-to-hand combat. She was taught by Taskmaster himself and various other teachers, so she's got years of martial arts training to back her up. She is very durable as well. Like, I've seen her take punches that was like floor people, and it was just amazing to see that she can do that. She is a pretty much silent, deadly operative if she wants to be. Jessica definitely is good friends with Ms. Marvel. That's her best friend right there. They talk about everything. She is also currently in a relationship now with Hawkeye, and it's really funny because Mockingbird always gives Jessica the evil eye, like, I'm watching you, and we all know why. She's still an Avenger. She's on the premier Avengers team, and she also has an ability that I think a lot of people forget to mention, is that she is kind of like Poison Ivy in a way. She has that pheromone ability that is uncontrollable. She can't really control that. That just is spontaneous. It can happen, and we've seen it just happen from time to time. But Jessica has a lot of experience, and she's more experienced as Spider-Woman than any of the other women. I'm not saying Julia Carpenter is bad and other people like that, but in terms of the originator of the Spider-Woman mantle, you gotta go with Jessica Drew on here. The raven-haired Britain. I love her, definitely. All right, so. Wow, in terms of battle between these two ladies, this is a tough battle. Why? Because I am in love with both of them. I love them to death, and I don't want to play favorites, but I gotta do a diagnosis, right, guys? So here I am to kind of diagnose this. Okay, first, can Drew's Jess Venom Blast hurt Ivy? Okay, so that's one thing. Will Jessica's pheromone abilities affect Ivy, or vice versa? Or will this become a straight up hand-to-hand combat fight, knowing that they are too good to use powers? A lot of this comes down to skill and experience. Now, Jessica's never faced anybody like Poison Ivy, and I'm not sure Poison Ivy's ever faced anybody like Spider-Woman as well, Jessica. So Pam and Jess going at it is really tough for me to call, guys. I'm sorry, I really can't call this. Damn, I put a good fight together. But I definitely say it'll come down to who makes the first mistake. Bingo. That's the way I look at it. Who's gonna capitalize on the first mistake? Remember, Ivy's not afraid to kill, and Jessica's not either. So somebody could definitely die here. Or get smothered or whatever, but I am gonna stay neutral, but I leave it up to you guys. Poison Ivy or Spider-Woman. And other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. I had a fun time doing it. Like I said, I am in love with both of these two girls. It's really hard for me to call. I don't want to play favorites. I'm hoping none of my Marvel fans out there say, "Yeah, you're supposed to pick Marvel," or none of my DC fans, "You're supposed to be with DC all the way." No, I'll stay neutral on this, guys. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Love to hear you guys' input on this one. And I will see you later on today with the next fight, which will be coming from Bruce Hall. Y'all take care and battle on.